make using the array a lot easier. Now, if you're running the old PowerShell toolkit as an example, if I type get help on the commandlet, a very simple commandlet like get a9 disk, you'll see there's a bunch of cryptic options here of how I can run this commandlet. And some of these are designed for SSL connections, and some of these are designed for the API. But the problem is you can see that these are very, very cryptic, and you've actually got to go deeper to find out what all these things mean. However, most of these different commandlets can be filtered far easier. For instance, I can get the full list of disks and easily filter by the type of fiber channel or SSD or SCM or QLC. So filtering in PowerShell is something people do natively, and it's a lot easier way to do it. In fact, in the new toolkit, you're going to see get help on that same commandlet. We've actually separated them out. So you do actually get different information when you run error info or chunklet or state or path or space. So we've retained the ones that give you more information, but ones that don't give you information that are also not available some other way, we've actually removed. And more importantly, we've separated them out so that you can't run chunklet and state together, because on the SSL or on the SSH connection, you couldn't do that in CLI either. So we've actually separated these out to make sure that the commandlets always work. And you can't choose invalid parameter sets. And another example of that is if I run on the old commandlets, if I run get-help, get-a9 host, you'll see there's all these different things you can put in here that make it tough to run this commandlet as a basic operational commandlet. But now, if I run get-help, you'll see the command is far simpler. It's basically, I can get host, which gives me a list of all the hosts. I can get host by host name, or if I have a worldwide name or an iSCSI IQN, I can get host by that. Or I can do the list persona, which actually reduces my command set because I'm not running a separate command for that. So you can see that the commandlets are far easier to do. Another example would be the old commandlet, get help, get a9 VV. You can see there's a lot of complex things here. And VV set. Again, there's a lot to actually look up. Who looks up a VV set by UUID? The new commandlets for that are get help. Much simpler. You can either get all of your virtual volumes, or you can separate them out by one. Same with set. You can either get them all or separate it out to one. You can then pipe that to an example, and examples are given of how to filter. So all these ways you could filter before, using this command, you can filter by members, you can filter by ID, you can filter by UUID. Well, on the new commandlets, we show you how you can actually filter these commandlets as well. So by running get help-examples, you'll see ways to run these commandlets, and more importantly, if a filter is involved that I removed a parameter for, we'll show you the example of how to run the filter to make sure that it works. So you can see that a lot of commandlets have been greatly simplified to make them more foolproof, to make them easier to run, to make them less complex to figure out. Thank you.